Loneliness never gets any easier, really. I spend so much time alone. Most people probably think I'm used to it by now. It's just strange. You can see there's nothing around me. It's just these massive rocks and still pools of water from where the tide's gone out. It kind of just emphasises the loneliness even more. You know, don't get me wrong, I've travelled all around the world, and a lot of my life I've spent alone. Sometimes by choice, other times maybe because something I did and that was my fault, I don't know. We're really adaptable. Human beings are amazingly adaptable to whatever their circumstance and situation. But I think we're just social by nature. I think we're social creatures and we need human contact, we need interaction. You know, after so long being on your own, you just crave conversation. I think the other thing is, you know, it's like a translatable problem, isn't it? It's not just me that's lonely doing this out here or doing other things that I do. But loneliness is actually a problem in the modern world. Like, there's a lot of people that suffer on their own. There's a distinction. Being alone and loneliness are two different things. They're very, very different. I'm comfortable being alone. I enjoy my own company. But loneliness is almost like a syndrome that comes from isolation. And that can happen even at home. There are people that live alone, that work alone, that, especially through lockdown, it's probably been really, really tough.
Loneliness has all kinds of effects, but the ones that interest me most out here are decreased memory and learning, along with increased stress levels, which adds to poor decision making. With nobody else out here for me to check in on and do sanity checks on the decisions and the things that I'm doing, it could be very easy to make a mistake. I'm isolated every single day, from the moment that I wake up and make my own breakfast to the moment that I go to sleep.
If you can hear the bird song this morning, and it's just gentle pitter patter of rain. I'm dry because I slept under here. This is where I slept last night, sort of behind this tree. It's just a little patch of clear ground here. It was really quiet, but I'm covered by this. I don't know if I can show you this whole canopy. It's like a little clearing under these trees. You can see how big this tree is. Massive, great big beech tree. That's just nice, and there's another one over there. Right, I just packed up. I had a horrendous night's sleep. I could hear things in the night, something moving around me. Don't know what it was. It can't have been anything big, but it could have been a deer, or it sounded like a fox, but maybe a bit big, I don't know. In the night, your mind just plays tricks on you, especially when you're in the middle of nowhere. Right, I've got to get moving. I think The hardest memories of being at sea were being on shift at night, knowing that there was nobody else around us, and the loneliness setting in just because you're out there on deck on your own. Pitch black, and yeah, okay, you get these billions of stars looking down on you, and you've got your procedures and your protocols and your routines to go through and check. But that doesn't detract from the loneliness and the dark at sea, just the natural ebb and the pitch and roll of the boat. It's really disorientating. And I can remember quite often I would just sit and take a breath and look out at the nothingness, and it always felt like I was just in a prison. So the other hard thing about that is when the mind starts focusing only on that lonely time, on those thoughts, everything becomes negative. It just pulls you down, and it's so difficult to get out of, and you've got no one there like now to pull you out of that negative headspace. It's all down to you. You've got to brush yourself off, you've got to get up and push on.
I've been feeling lonely for some time now. It's difficult out here on my own, and although my family are only a phone call away, I'm going further north into the wilds of Scotland and getting much, much further away from them. I struggle with that, and I know as humans we need connection and we need to be around people, and like I said, I've always enjoyed my own company, but this is different. During my time alone in India, I remember reading a book about scream therapy. The idea is to recount a particularly traumatic and disturbing experience from earlier in life, and then express the previously repressed anger and frustration using unrestrained screams.